Splitting Hairs Podcast.
Stack.
What's going on, B. Will?
They don't let the boys grow up, huh?
So, yeah, we got the YN podcast today, the Young Naysayers podcast.
Before we get into that, just a quick shout out to our sponsors. The sponsor here for this episode is going to be from the Wild Hair of Brookings, South Dakota. They're running daily specials, happy hour every day from 3 to 7, all day happy hours on Sundays and Tuesdays, $3 Wild Islands on Thursdays, Stack's favorite. Fireball Friday shots are $3, by the way. $1 tequila shots, $4 double wells Wednesdays and Fridays. Game day specials on Saturdays are $10 buckets of domestics and $22 buckets of seltzers only during the Jacks game. They show all of the Jacks football games and both basketball teams games whenever they play. Be sure to get there this week as the Jacks will go to thump the Penguins on the road. And as always, stay responsible. And what can I say? That used to be the boys' favorite spot.
It really was, man. Like, hey, if you want to catch you some Jackrabbit football players in the wild, go ahead to the Wild Hair. You'll see a few of the boys, man.
No, that was the favorite spot for sure. Outside of that, how was your week, Stat?
Man, I'm all good. Ready to see the boys get in the conference play, though. I can't lie. Brian, you wanna speak on what conference play is like opposed to your early season schedule, Big Sky teams, your Drake's teams like that. Like, what would you say was like the biggest difference?
I mean, biggest difference. The first year when we started, or my first year when I got there, obviously first game was Iowa. I mean, that was as close to the Valley play as I got outside of actual Valley play. But the Big Sky teams, they like to spread the ball out. You're not really having the transitional pass rush like we do in the Valley. You're not really having to prepare for play action. I would say it's just a little bit more intense. There's a lot more on the table. You get to play the bad guys. So what about you?
And I think that as we alluded to last week, Missouri Valley football is a lot closer to biblically accurate football. You know what I'm saying? Downhill football, the trenches are a lot more involved, right? Like you're not just running elephants on parade one way to get the D-line and O-line out of there so I can try and just dump this ball off and see what my receiver can do. Like you're using all 11 guys in the way that God intended for them to be used, right? So I think that, in conference play, it just means a little bit more, does it not? You know what I'm saying? The Missouri Valley, at least for the top of the conference, it means a whole lot more. Like USD is a big game. UNI is a big game. NDSU is a big game. UND is a big game. You're catching there's not many other places, I believe, in college football where every single week is like I'm playing a rivalry game, right? Once I get out of conference.
No, for sure. I think one thing, the biggest difference, if we're honest, in Valley play versus out of conference is that your weakest link is going to show. You're going to know where your weaknesses are, like the O-line's, slacking, or if the O-line's dominating and then maybe the guy on the edge isn't dominating, or if the receivers aren't blocking in the run game, like it's going to stand out. You're going to notice your weaknesses a lot more. And that's just the truth.
Yeah, that is tough. Because it's crazy. Because when you cut on let's say a North Dakota State game, you'll be able to point out oh yeah, this dude sucks, right? If you're a big football watcher and you know what's going on, you'll be able to point out in the game either side of the ball, Jacks or NDSU, you'd be like, oh yeah, that guy sucks, and then the coaches know it because now we're picking on that dude. So now the whole world's gonna know you suck, So it means a lot more for pride in your school. It means a lot more for what you as a player are going to look like going forward. If we could put trust in you. And I think that, starting off with Youngstown State, I think will be the right kind of challenge to see, with a quarterback like theirs, a guy that can really kind of move around. I'm excited to see, how our D line kind of handles that. Because I think Montana State's guy, he was a white dude that could wiggle though. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? I think that. No, not to be racist. Don't cancel me, please. Discrimination. But
no.
Yeah, exciting whites. I think that I'm excited to see what they do kind of against him. What do you think, Brian?
I mean, honestly, before we even get into that, if you just take a look at our schedule, this is the first time I think we don't play USD, NDSU, and UND all back to back to back. My 2 years there, we played them all three. Like, that was the gauntlet. Like, that was a 3-game. I think this year it's a little bit more spread out, which is, I mean, you kind of hear Coach Jackson say, like, I love the way our schedule's set up. Well, shit, I'd love that schedule too, you know?
Yeah, because it has been crazy the last few years, bro. And when you were there, and then even last year, like, they were all good. Like, that's like kind of the scary part of it, right? Like, you're seeing the cream of the crop in FCS, and if we're being honest, if the rankings, right, like the big like ranking show, like the top 8 seeds, like if it were like true and not like based on like, oh, these guys don't play anyone on the East Coast, so they're undefeated. Like, if you really went off the best teams, like those top 8 seeds would look like pretty much what our schedule looks like. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. I mean, outside of that, what was your thoughts about Mercyhurst? What was the Lakers? What did they do well? What did the Jacks do well? What was Thomas Stacker's thoughts on the game?
I could really say, bro, like from a coaching perspective, like it didn't serve them well, but I really respected how they sold out on the run. Like, they truly were like, you guys are not about to beat us running the ball. And obviously, like, I think we hit it maybe like 3 times. I was talking to Quentin Christensen about it. Like, it was like an inside zone read. And then like we started throwing that wheel route. Like, we scored on it like 3 times in a row. And like just seeing like our coaching kind of progress from that, where they're like, okay, they're selling out on the run. Okay, well, how's about this? Right behind your linebackers, goes for like 20 every time. So, I mean, the coaching there, like the adaptability that we saw out of Eisness and our offense, like picking that up, I was most impressed about, I think, from this game. But, you know, it's not really – and tell me if I'm wrong, bro, but like I don't think there's like a whole lot more than clean up to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I hope that's not our most complete game, you know, just because like you always want to progress and not peak early, but
yeah,
it'll hard to top that. Everybody was kind of firing all cylinders. We kind of asked for more efficiency in third down, way more efficient. I thought our O-line played really physical. I think that's the best our O-lines look. So that kind of excites you about going into conference play. I thought the tight ends blocked really well. I thought Grayton probably played his best game in run blocking. I also thought D-line played really well. So super exciting to see. Jack Smith got his first touchdown too. We had been mentioning him on the text thread a little bit, just like we want to see this guy kind of get loose, and he did.
we got a Kyle sighting here, boys.
Yeah, come on, Kyle couldn't. Kyle's got to keep the chaperone eyes on us, you know.
Yeah, we're not fully on the hook here.
No, Stat, go ahead and get this one though. What do you think?
I think that like I was saying earlier, right? Like I was really a fan of like a whole lot of stuff that Coach E was doing, right? Like where you run a certain play and you're kind of just seeing how they're gonna play it. Like I said, there's just selling out on the run. We're running those like inside zones, front side, and we're like, okay. Like you could see it like switch, like his brain. Like it was really the first drive, right? Like how we were kind of upset. We were like, okay, we got 3 out of this first drive. And then you could see it switch where it's like, okay, that's what you're gonna do. Here's our counter. Right. And I think that having an adaptable offensive coordinator is going to like go so far for us as we've had in the last few years. Like that's not like a shot at anyone, because I think our play calling for the majority of the past decade has been pretty stellar. So I'm excited to see him get into his bag. Like I've seen Coach E, especially against Youngstown, do some pretty interesting stuff. Some of it paid off, some of it did not. But you already know he always going to be in his bag with it. So
I think the thing that it breaks down to the most is just we're getting our playmakers the ball. It doesn't matter where he lines up. Hell, at this point, line him up at tight end. I don't care. Get him the ball. However we got to do it. No, but seriously though, I'm not playing. Like I meant that. Stag,
we got our boy.
What is your thoughts on?
You got it.
What's your thoughts on the DBs? I know we talk a lot of the front seven the past few weeks, but those back four, what's your thoughts?
They've shown flashes of being like great with like some of the spectacular catches you can make, and a whole lot of interceptions. They're all physical too, right? That's one thing that I believe is for SDSU defense is more important than anything. Is like we love to play with physical corners, physical safeties, and I think that's really not in question anymore. It's like and it's indicative of like a lot of stuff I was feeling about for the rest of our team, bro. Like we're gonna need to see it when it's like those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
when it's a Bryce Lance, right? Like that's what I kind of need to see, right? And obviously, not to say that like we're outmatched there at all. I'm just like I'm being realistically aware that like, hey, some of these dudes are strapping up aren't one of them dudes, right? So going into conference play, and as our competition takes a little bit of a bump, like I want to see our guys be physical and cover guys who are the dudes in the subdivision.
No, for sure. I think the interesting thing, I think for like my player of the week, I chose Dante Johnson to be my player of the week, and he played really well. But I think Scott might have got home with the Jaden Oliver one. He played really well. It's hard to be that big and move like that. I mean, those are individuals for sure.
No, for sure. No, we both said for sure. But I think that I mean, as long as our defense has no holes in it, you know what I'm saying? And like that's like what championship defense looks like, right? Like it's never really like, oh, these guys have like the best linebackers and then the best these guys and the best these guys. Like I don't feel like there's a single team that'll be able to like pick on us up front or pick on us in the back seven either. Right. So we just gonna have to see it when it comes down to it. You feel me?
I mean, you could say that across the board because even Seth here brings up a good point of curious what to see the our O-line does against a good D-line this week. It's not picking on anybody individually. It's just that the competition the past two games haven't been the best. Like, yes, we did beat Montana State at Montana State. That's a good D-line, and those are good receivers. I think Stone was like Taco Dowell or whatever you want to call him was going to cook us, but I don't think that happened either. To bring back Seth's point here, though, I think the O-line has improved. I think that comes with just gelling together and getting more game reps under your belt. Not necessarily saying, oh, I can't wait to see what they do against a good D-line. I think it's more about them as a collective and what they can do together. I don't think the talent level for us is going to be a problem. I think it's just going to be being in the right spot, executing, and everybody moving in the same direction, especially with the talent.
And let's be for real, Seth. Like, Montana State's D-line was very good. Like, I don't want to, I know that game's over and done with, and, we saw things that we need to shore up there, but, like, that was a very good D-line. I'm not trying to put any bulletin board material for anyone, not saying who's better than who, right? But, like, that's one of the better D-lines that our boys are going to see this year, like, period. So I think competition-wise, like, I don't think that's the problem. Is going to be them locking in, right, and being focused the whole game. No stupid errors, no holding, no cutting guys loose, nothing like that, right? Because, like, if it were a talent thing, like, oh, man, our guys just can't hold up in the middle. They're getting folded over backwards. They're getting sauced up. Like, it's never stuff like that. Like, it'll be cutting someone loose in the middle that doesn't need to be cut loose, or just, like, a hold or jumping off sides. And, like, good thing about that is, like, that's an easy fix, right? Like, we would be having a different conversation if our dudes were just getting babied. Like, this would be a very different combo. But I think he brings up a good point too with like Youngstown's D-line, perennial. Like they're known for putting out like dudes. I think my freshman year they had like 2 Derek Rivers and someone else. They had 2 DNs go to the league that year, and then like I think a nose guard like 2 years after that. So like, they know how to coach up some linemen over there now. So
I mean, that's crazy. I couldn't remember we 40 balled them. I think I don't think they got off at all. I just remember them being really upset and then being fake gangsters. So there's your bulletin board material.
Ohio gangsters, apparently they do that in Ohio. I don't know.
Hey,
apparently there's gangsters in Ohio. I don't know.
Illinois Jacks,
Yeah, they got some Illinois Jacks out there.
But no, I think that's a good segment to introduce the defense. I think the D-line, I think the Ebony Curry kid, and I think the Thomas Jolly is going to be the 2 to look out for them. The Jolly kid, obviously D-tackle, listed at 6'3", 305. It's a big boy. Came from Grand Valley State. Little backstory, Grand Valley State is actually where Coach Bibbs, the former D-line coach for SDSU, came from. The Ebony Curry kid, 6'5", 250, moves really well. Then we can get into linebackers here. The Preston Zandier kid, 6 foot, 225. He's a senior. We have Mike Wells, 6'3", 250. We have Karsten Marshall. He's 6'2", 215. And Graydon Rollins. I believe, was it you or was it Scott? I think you guys were talking about the Preston Zandier kid. I can't remember who was talking about him. Scott. Scott's always on top of it. I'm telling you, he pays attention.
I know he is, man.
He's in line.
He's the glue that keeps us all together.
Yeah. We have no parents on the pod today, so could get off tracks very fast. Getting into the offense, we'll start with the O-line because trenches is where it matters anyways. Left tackle.
As Coach Smith used to say, well-coached group up front.
Desmiel Lee, he was an honorable mention for the All-Missouri team in 2024. We have Isaac Perkins. He's a transfer from Colgate. Van Keen, where he started 12 games, 10 in 2024 and 2 in 2023. At right guard, we have Joe Safera. If I butchered that, I don't apologize. He's 6'3", 305. Appeared in 25 games. And right tackle is Shane Keenan, 6'5", 305. He's a junior, started all 12 games in 2024. Shout out to Matt at Jackrabbit Illustrated for providing the info. He keeps us well prepared right now on the fly. They are also led at QB, who everyone's making a really big deal about right now, and Bo Brungard. That is a hell of a last name, brother. Honestly, watch a few games of his. He has been playing really well. Kind of compare him a little bit to the Montana State guy, I think. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
An exciting white, I believe, right? He's not just going to sit back there on you. So,
I don't think he's like as good as the Southern Illinois guy. Shout out to Stone, but I do think he's really well. Honestly, the QB play in the conference this year is a lot better than what it has been. I will say across the board. I don't know,
bro. That's tough to say. That's tough to say. Like, let's be for real.
No, I'm saying outside of like
North Dakota State. Okay.
Like NDSU, they've got their guy, we've got our guy, and then usually outside of that, it's like
not really. Like, bro, think about it like this. So last year you had Mark, Cam, you had the UNI guy, right? What was his name? You
don't even know his name, so what does it matter?
No, bro, the dude from Michigan State, he was nice. The UNI quarterback, the tall one, when you guys beat him on the last second. The last second kick. USD's quarterback was good that year. It's the same cat. You had the guy from UND who ended up transferring. Like, we'll say it's on par with how
the UND guy. I don't think he was there last year, was he?
Man, he was
I thought
riding
he
pine
transferred.
last year.
Yeah, UND didn't have a dude last year.
Oh yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know how long the guy's been riding
I'm
pine.
saying, when's the last time you looked at Southern
Yeah,
Illinois?
Theo Day. Thank you, Seth.
When's the last time you looked at SIU and you're like, damn, that's a dog? You know what I'm saying? Probably bald head that was a big fisherman.
Oh, never.
Um,
Oh no, not the bald-headed midget. We were just like, what's up with this dude? What's this guy's deal?
No, seriously, the DJ Williams.
But thank you, Seth. Theo Day. He's nice. He was nice.
This guy's pretty good. I'm just saying, I think there's more depth. I think the talent level is rising in the Valley. And that is tough to say, but I think it's the truth.
Well, I mean, which is good to see, though, because, like, you know how so many teams in the conference got gutted with, like, transfer portal stuff last year, and to see guys kind of retain and see who's going to be the dude for you. Like, I think it's good for the whole subdivision, not just the conference, right? It's where we can still watch entertaining football and everything's not a blowout, or, you know, the football play, like, it's not getting sloppier, you know? So, yeah, I think that's definitely encouraging to see. Like, you love that.
Absolutely. I mean, it's exciting to see. I'm just like, every game, you're just not – I don't think you're going to get a huge blowout unless it's NDSU and USD. Outside of that, I think it'll be a tough game every game, you know?
Oh, man, yeah, we do got to talk about that. USD did – like, and this isn't like USD pod. Like, I'm not really too worried about it, but, like, they got pantsed. I don't know what was up with that.
I don't know. I'm already a little hated right now by USD foes, but it's okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Public enemy number one in Vermilion.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Speechless.
So, yeah, as a young kid say, BTA over there for NDSU and USD.
The one clip where everyone's circling the four guys face planted on the turf and Cole Payton is running for a while. It's a bad clip. I also think it might be a bad thing. I mean, I don't know because I'm not in the locker room, but when a coach has to come out and address the culture, it's not often that it's very good. If you ever in your tenure at SDSU, have you ever had a coach address the culture?
Like media?
Like publicly to the media?
I mean, no.
Yeah,
because like here's the thing about that. Like when your coach is making a statement about the culture of your team and saying it's not good, that's like coaches don't do that because that's a reflection of you as a coach.
Yeah.
Like you're essentially saying my players don't respect me. So things aren't going the way that I would like them to. They don't respect me. And as a college football player, bro, like if you don't respect your head coach, like what are we doing? You're playing on Saturdays expecting to win games. You're not listening to the guy who's got the keys to success, the guy that's driving the ship. I'm not surprised North Dakota State went out and pantsed you like that. And, you know, be a full hater. And you deserve it. If you're not listening to your coach, you deserve that. You earn that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, though, it's crazy. This is like a true testament to Coach Jackson and the talent he was able to go and get and retain. Is just that could be us. You know, we lost more transfers, I believe. You could correct me if I'm wrong. And we don't look like that, you know. So I think it's just a testament of Coach Jackson, the job he's done to get the guys to buy in, compete their ass off in the spring, summer, or not even the spring.
And I remember, you remember when guys were tweeting that like, oh, we're staying, we're not leaving. And I didn't forget. I might not have Twitter, but I didn't forget. There was a few of those USD people that were like, these SDSU guys are tweeting that they're staying, but like no one cares. And now you guys suck again. So like now what? We kept our guys that apparently nobody else wanted. They stayed, and now you guys suck and we don't. Yes. Yes. Oh, God is good.
I love being able to instigate this.
Yeah, dude, Yeah, dude, I would love for USD people to see that, bro. Like something.
Yeah.
What are we doing? You're cheering for guys who don't listen to their own coach. Like, this is Division I football, boys. This isn't Simmons Junior High. Shout out Coach Stig. Like, what are we doing?
I don't know, but glad we're not them. I think that's why it's a blue state, and it'll be a blue state for a long time.
Yeah.
And if any of those fans ever want to just bow the knee and come to the good guy side, Dana J's a little bit bigger. We can have more fans in the stands.
By all means, yeah. Look, don't waste your time showing up to the Dome, man. Seeing some mediocre football. You got South Dakota State, perennial FCS powerhouse, right down the road, gang. Go ahead, take that little 2-hour drive and go watch some good football, please. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. You know what I'm saying? Come on, guys. Let's do it. Let's be smart. Let's choose wiser, man.
Yeah.
And Brian, I forgot. What do you think about Youngstown State's atmosphere? The boys are going to be out there. What do you think about that?
Oh, I believe when we went there in I guess it was 23. Not my first year, but second year. We didn't play the first year. We played the second year. They were supposed to be one of the biggest games. I believe it was their homecoming. And I believe half the stands were full. So, and this goes to show just like how blessed SCSU is that we have fans that show up every weekend. Like not everybody has that. And it's tougher to play in those stadiums because we have to create our own energy. The boys are going to have to be juiced. So it'll be interesting to see if we come out flat or if we come out ready to go.
Penguins fans, what are you doing in Ohio on a Saturday night outside watching the football? Like, I genuinely want to know. Like,
you got to think that they have Ohio State there. Like, they have all these other schools to go to. South Dakota SDSU is the perennial powerhouse in the state.
I would like to think that those people are going to Ohio State games, but like, I'm doubting it. I don't know. I think they just like doing whatever Ohio people like doing on Saturday nights. I'm not gonna make any inference on what that could possibly be. But yeah, I think that
have you ever had the chance? I don't know, whenever you were coming or whenever you're getting recruited out of high school, did you ever get recruited by Doug Phillips?
No. And what's he like?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I can remember back correctly, I always thought he was, super nice, great atmosphere. I mean, he just seemed full of energy, but you get that call from Stig and Jimmy. It's kind of easy to be like, I remember telling Doug Phillips, I was like, yeah, I'm getting recruited by South Dakota State. And he was like, oh, you're from Florida. It's too cold up there. And I was like,
yeah, it's bad when you got to say stuff like that.
Yeah. So shot in the dark, I guess.
I say, and I think, imagine getting recruited by, I think, Dan Jackson, for example. He was like the head of our recruitment when I was there, like the savviest man on the planet. Like, if you're not playing college football right now, man, right? Like, if there is a guy you want to play for, it's Dan Jackson. Like, the savviest dude on the planet, could sell you your own shirt. Like, I just think that, really one of the most personable dudes I've ever met, very knowledgeable. Like, our coaching staff I'm taking them versus any other coaching staff you can put together right now. I think Logan, one of Coach Smith's disciples, great dude, very knowledgeable about the game, a younger guy too, you know what I'm saying? So he can relate to the younger guys' jokes. I don't know, the 6'7", all this other stuff. But like, I think Coach Berge too, being a court. Did you ever have Berge?
Dude, never had Berge. I think so when I came in, that was Coach Mo's last day. That was Berge was taking the head coaching job. There was a little bit of turnover there. We didn't have, we had a new receivers coach and Josh Davis. He came in to be the receivers coach.
Yeah, because like a whole bunch of people left when I graduated.
Yeah, Eck left to go be at Idaho. Yeah, I didn't get any of the good old boys. You
missed out on a couple of characters.
Yeah,
Eck and Einhard, you missed out on some characters. But yeah, I think Dan's put together an awesome staff. And like, I know I went off on a tangent there, but just showing like the difference between what like a great staff can do for you, and especially like a turbulent time like a lot of FCS teams have had, right? Like with the transfer portal and all this stuff, like you see what teams rise to the top are the teams that it's not just because SDSU is SDSU and NDSU is NDSU. No, it's because they kept the nucleus together. You get a good coaching staff, they're going to inspire some boys to do some great things. So,
yeah, I mean, honestly, it doesn't. I know I continuously say this, but it doesn't happen without Stig, dude.
no,
I mean,
we got to just shout him
the
out for a
difference between
minute.
having a great team and a great program. It's a difference in having John Stiegelmeier and not having John Stiegelmeier. You know what I'm saying?
It's like what Nate Diaz said when he beat Conor McGregor. He said, "I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised the Jacks are good this year." I know those USD fans are surprised. They're like, "Dude, why do we suck this year?" Like, why do you think? Why are the Jacks good again? Why do you think?
Well, Stag, going back, we got to preview Youngstown State a little bit more. We didn't really hop into that. I can't remember your bits. I was working while that dropped.
Yeah, no, mine was
Give me
literally
your
just
takeaways for how the Jacks can be successful this week.
dominate up front, literally. And I think that, mine were a little bit repetitive this week because like that was really the only thing on my mind, right? Because when you get into conference play, you dominate up front, you win the game. Brian, when's the last Missouri Conference game you played where we got beat up front and still won? Never. I really can't remember one. Right? So you dominate up front, you win the game.
Yeah. I mean, the closest thing I felt like to losing in the trenches that we had was probably my first year when we went to NDSU and we went down like 17 going
in the first half.
Yeah. But
well, yeah, they were whipping out that XL package and all kind of crazy stuff. I knew that was coming too.
Stuff. And then old Jimmy and the clipboard.
I don't understand.
Siri.
Jimmy and the clipboard. Siri doesn't understand, but the guys that have experienced that do understand. And boys turned it around.
I think obviously a part of that is containing the quarterback, right? That'll be on our D line, but we're gonna have to cover too, right? Because like it doesn't matter. Like if I beat you, if I beat my guy with $1 million move, it's not gonna matter if the ball's gone, right? So I think if our boys on the back end kind of do as they have been doing, like there's never really been any bombs over Baghdad on us other than like gadget plays and stuff like that, like not really like consistently getting beat. I think if they played the way they have been playing, and obviously like, that level of intensity is going to be kicked up for conference play, I think that our defense is going to excel. So.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. I will say though, we can't have the Montana State game again where that guy's just getting loose and running for his life. I need him to look like Mac Jones last night. Pants down, girdle, flapping, walking off the field. That's
oh my God. Yeah.
I will say we have to run the ball. I think can give Loffridge 40 carries, 30 minutes time of possession. That's what I want to see.
We really just want biblically accurate football. We're gonna get that to be a thing. I'm gonna get that to be coined by the end of the year. We want biblically accurate football, man. Right? Possess the ball, dominate the line of scrimmage, running the ball, obviously passing it to your honorary Illinois Jack Lofton, right? Getting him the ball, seeing what our boys can do when we spread it out, but just dominating up front. It all comes down to that. Like if you do that, like everywhere else you can have this or that, like things that need to be tweaked. But if you dominate up front, you give yourself an 80% chance of winning off rip on that.
Yeah. I'll say the biggest key probably for defensive line this week has got to be the transitional pass rush. For those that don't know what that means, that's whenever your first read as a D lineman is run because you're defending play action and the QB pulls it to throw. That happens in the RPO game. That happens in play action pass. How fast can our defensive linemen transition from run defense to rushing the passer? That's whenever Stack's bull rush came out to play.
Long arm, you mean? Look at that.
Long arm, everything. Okay.
And I know we have some.
Shoulder out. It's been a while.
Nah, man, I'm just saying we have some D linemen who are great at that this year. Like I think Claiborne is a guy where, like, what I enjoy about watching him play is, bro, like he's doing like a move to set up another move to set up another move. Like when he gets a sack, like truly all of his sacks are effort sacks because he's hitting like 3, 4, 5 moves, and then like the last one works. So like maybe the third one works, but he's still working a double swipe at the end of that to get free, and then he has to go run down the quarterback. Like I think the way that our guys play lends itself to a heavy transition pass rush game. Like Logan Green can really like fold dudes backwards, like with his long arm and his bull rush. I think that Wolf Kale has done a really good job this year. Hey, quit being weird.
Hey.
Wolf Kale has done a good job. Yeah, I say he's done a good job this year of really staying on the edge and working on the edge. All of our DNs, I believe, have done a solid job too. I think that Ruperta has done a really good job of like he's another quick. I need to stop sounding racist, but he's very fast.
You can't be racist. Go ahead, let it.
I say yeah, he's very fast for a white man off the edge. Like he's got some good bursts. Like it's not like like how Reese, like his burst wasn't great. Like he's closer to, and I'm not trying to draw crazy comparisons here, but I'm saying he's inching his way to like uncommon Travere burst is like what I've seen out of him off the line.
I think this week will show a little bit us missing Reese a little bit off the edge. Just somebody that we know can win their one-on-one, every one-on-one.
Somehow.
Somehow. That's what it really reminds you of.
Huh?
Reese. It kind of reminds you of Reese Winkleman a little bit. Same move every time, and it's hitting.
Yeah, like
I was always in the right spot.
Reese's just rip and then reach. And I used to be looking at these offensive linemen out there. I'm like, dude, you can't stop that. I'm like, hold on, Reese. Let me try, bro.
I'm talking about in the right place, right time, every time. It doesn't matter. Someone that will always find their way to the ball.
Mr. Dependable. Shout out Reese Winkleman, man. Mr. Dependable. Yeah. Like, he is the definition of just fundamentals, right? Like, you don't got to be the strongest dude in the world, the most jacked, the fastest dude. Like, if you know what your best move can be and you hit it with execution every single time, you're going to get good results.
I think he left middle school bald, too. But talk about a man that could play.
So yeah, man, I'm sure he's bringing that into the workforce or whatever Reese is doing now. Like just Mr. Dependable. If you do your job to 100% every time, good things will happen. Be a Reese in your life this week, man.
No, but I think you did bring up a good point in Logan Green. Little foreshadow there for my player of the game, but I do think he has a big week in dominating the run and then getting after the guy a little bit. I hope they did a little bit of the contain drill C9 used to put us through. I know that came back, and I know they loved it on Wednesday.
No, that's no fun.
No fun at all. I want to see Joe Ullman get back in the turnover column. I think that'll be a nice little surprise. Van Tol being physical. Honestly, just wanted to come away a little healthy, get ready for the next week. What is if you had to put a matchup on the back four or even back seven with linebackers, who do you think stands out the most this week?
I will say, like, who has surprised me and actually being able to, like, cover sometimes they're running for their life has been McShane. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Like, I'm saying, like, bro, like in Montana State, for example, like, there's a few plays where he was, like, genuinely running for his life. And, like, he's just dead sprint, sticks that arm up, ball's there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like, especially as, like, a kind of a little bit of an undersized guy, like, he has done a great job this year in coverage.
I will say, though, even when Colin came in and practice just watching him the whole time, freak athlete. One of those ones that are just backflipping and throwing the ball 70 yards. I know that got posted in the preseason there, but I mean, that's just a testament to him, though. Freak athlete, can move really well, cover. Him and Van Toll, I think they're like similar body types. I just think Colin's a little bigger.
A little bit more. I mean, they're both insane, it seems like, and they play that way. And I think it's funny that like they're both insane, but like Oldman seems like he's a little bit more like even keel, like a Adam Bach type guy that like doesn't say a whole lot, like Mr.
What a
Dependable.
story
Like,
for the kid. What a story. Walk on, team captain, starting the year off, 3 fumbles. Crazy story. Honestly, they came out in the preseason saying this is going to be the best linebacker core we've had in a minute. And I was like, whoa, but the boys are balling.
They haven't disappointed. And like, I'm saying, but to have that confidence at the beginning of the year and to, know who you've, kind of had run through here, like guys still playing the league, guys who got opportunities at the next level, and to kind of come out there and say that with your chest and then back it up is a testament to like, these are the kind of dudes we're working with. And like, I know as a defense, like you would love to go to war with guys like that, dudes that feel like I'm the baddest dude out here. And like, I dare somebody to show me otherwise. Like when you're on the field with a dude like that, like, bro, you feeling like you the same way.
Yeah. No, 100%. And honestly, what a blessing it was to have someone like Adam Bach probably show you the ropes a little bit, and then now you're out there doing it.
That's it, right? And that goes like backward for Bach. You had Roseboom for Roseboom. You had Bobbitt for Bobby. You had Lally. Like it's down the line, you have Jimmy in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it just shows like the real consistency that South Dakota State has had, and that consistency is starting to like pay off, right? Where you see with defensive linemen, down the line, it's when you had Solik to when we were there, and then you have Logan Green and these guys, like it's just going to keep going. And I think that's 100% right. It's more than just having a great team. It's like, that's what SDSU is like, right? So like, it doesn't matter who you put in there, right? It doesn't matter who you put in that D line or linebacker or O-line or quarterback. Like they're going to be successful because that's what the program demands of you. If you're not successful, Brian, what happens?
You don't
see ya.
I believe that position is called ass back. Get your ass back to the
So right. So like when you're not one of those guys, right, you don't see the field. You're just standing on the sideline. And you look cool, right? Visor, armbands kind of guy, right? But you don't play.
1,000%. 1,000%. I think, honestly, I said it already once this pod, but it's a testament to Coach Stig, the culture he's built there. Put him on Mount Rushmore. They just need to put another 5th face up there. John.
Honestly, it's in South Dakota. Let me think of people. Let me think who could knock off of there. I guess I'd be wrong if I say Abraham Lincoln, huh? Be a little counterintuitive. I feel a little bit counterintuitive for what I got going on. But I don't know. Yeah, George Washington, knock him on off there and put Stig on there, man.
Yeah. Statue will be built one of these days.
If it's not, we riot.
We riot.
I don't make the rules. That's what I heard.
1,000%. Outside of that, what are you looking into the most? I mean, I know we've kind of touched on everything, Youngstown State, SCSU wise. I mean, what are you looking forward to? If not this game, going into a little preview of the season.
Big picture, yeah. Let's go. Let's just crescendo in the big picture. This is one of those trap games, right, that we've always had. I think that obviously, Brian, when you were there, I think that the program really kind of figured it out, and we really weren't in that position, and we never really dropped stupid games. Like you guys would have like close first halves, right? First halves that were closer than you would like, and then you go blow them out, right? But when I was there, like we would drop some stupid games, right? Like Youngstown was one of them, or UNI would be one of them. And I think that this team can just show that, like, with some good faith to themselves, they're like, hey, like, we're not the type of squad that drops a game to a team we shouldn't lose to. We don't play down to our competition, right? I think that beating the brakes off of someone you should beat the brakes off of is always a good confidence boost in that you're not a fraud, right? Like, you know what I mean, Brian. Like, you know that, like, we deserve to be ranked number 2, and we're treating teams that aren't ranked as high as us like they're not ranked higher than us, right?
Yeah.
So I just want them to come out and play like a number 2 seed. Well, number 1 seed, screw it. I want to play like a number 1 seed the rest of the year.
I mean, honestly, Stack, I think to put it in words of what you mean is that you hope that SCSU just keeps that shit about them. You know, that chip on the shoulder where everybody was counting us out, everybody on Twitter, you know, in Vermilion, were thinking that they were going to have the glory days, but they don't. They still suck. You want us
We
to
really
show
don't
up
like USD. I'm sorry. Yeah, like, can we just?
I mean, you just want to show up every week with the chip on their shoulder, like this wasn't given to you. You went and earned every bit of it. Now you just have
got to
to
keep earning it.
week.
Yeah,
every week,
right? And it's I think, and I love the way they've played, right? Like, it's like they have a short memory, right? Like, and I love that about last Saturday, right? Like, you go out there and get 3 to start, right? And now it was like they've reset after that. Like, okay, like every series to them felt like a game, right? Like, we're gonna win every game we get. You start that by, like, it's like Kyle said, like, every rep's a game, winning every rep, winning your 1-on-1, doing your 111s. Shout out Coach Stig again, the GOAT. I mean, I think that I am excited to see them kind of keep that chip on the shoulder, because beating Montana State kind of like alleviated a lot of that stress, right? Like, oh my goodness, we're not frauds, right? But, like, there's a whole lot of people looking at you like Youngstown, they going into this game thinking, like, bro, this is not 2022 South Dakota State. Like, these guys are beatable. I promise their coach said that. I promise their coach said that you're not them. They're beatable. Show them that, like, brother, we don't need no Mason McCormick or Mark Gronowski to really, like, do y'all bogus.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know who all said it, but everyone, I think, coming into the season were like, oh, if we just get one of the Sac State and Montana State games, or if we go into the conference play 3-1, we're okay. I mean, sure, on the outside looking in, but people that's came through that program knows that shit's not acceptable. You know, we know that it is what it is. Either we're competing to the best of our abilities and the standard stays the same, or we're just not meeting the standard. And that's when stuff has to change. So, big picture, I think the boys look really good. Excited to watch them this weekend. Hobo Day is coming up next weekend. Not overlooking this game, but Hobo Day is coming up. Are you going? Are you going to Hobo Day?
No, I won't be there. I'll be there, November 1st is when I'll be.
You got to get there. Come on, dude. What are you doing?
I know. Are you going?
Yeah. Bought the flight yesterday.
Oh.
Yes, sir. You got to get up there.
Oh, my goodness.
I can make it from Texas.
I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. All right,
there we go.
Oh, yeah.
No, but big picture,
I'll see what I can do.
Big picture, I just hope everybody stays hungry. I mean, the hungry dog always eats, as some would say. So, excited to watch the boys get after this weekend. Getting after it. Players of the game, offense, who do you got?
I'm gonna have to go. I have to go Loffridge. I feel like we're gonna really lean on him this game. So hopefully, boys up front do their blocking, and he gets loose.
Yeah, I'm going 605 Hogs. It's a cop out, but it's not one particular person. I think the O-line gelled really well over the bye week. I think they put it on display against Mercyhurst, who held Montana State to 17 points. And those boys got after it. So I'm going 605 Hogs. I think it'll be the best we've looked all year. And I'm excited to watch them play. Defense, who do you got?
I'll go Claiborne. I don't want to steal your thunder there, but I think this game lends itself to a player like him. So I think, like I said, with his transition pass rush and how much he kind of gets active in there, I could see him going a little bit crazy this game for sure.
Yeah. I mean, just to balance it out, I should have known you're going to go D lineman, so I shouldn't have went D lineman. I think Logan plays really well, and I think he beats out Claiborne. But if I have to go somebody else, give me McShane. I think.
I was going to say Ullman for my second one.
Oh my gosh, dude! You just like to go off of what I'm going to say. It's whatever.
I know. I do hate that. Oh, don't you hate that?
No, it's okay.
And special teams, same as last week.
Whoever puts it through the uprights. Honestly, I want to give Pelham his shine just because he is a great punter outside of the one against Montana State. But respectfully, I hope he never sees the field. I don't think that's wrong to say, is it?
Yeah.
Is that wrong to say?
Not at all. We're not looking for a defensive battle here. Yeah, no.
Yeah. A little temp check on that, just to make sure it's politically correct. Shout out, Kyle.
Yes. Yeah.
Score prediction.
Score predictions. I don't. That's kind of tough, Brian. I'd say 35-10.
Good guys, right?
Let's say you.
Okay. I was making sure.
Oh, well, yeah, done. I mean,
you're going Jackson. I was like, whoa, you weren't. He didn't sound excited.
Oh, bro, I'm not a Penguin fan. Man, what?
Yeah, whoa. No, I think it's pretty similar. I think it's. 10 is like the limit, though. I don't want to see any more than 10 on the board. Hold the boys to the standard above.
Young guys get in there, maybe let up a score.
I mean, 7 maybe. And I think it'll be off of some trick play. I don't know. I don't think they earn it. There's got to be a busted cover, something like that. I think it's a little bit just because we're going to run the ball. I think we run the ball a lot more. I think the time of possession is way up there. I'm going to go 24-7. 24-7.
Good guys.
What'd you say?
Said 24/7. Good guys. Right?
Yeah, of course. Come on, dude. I'm always gonna pick guys. I'm a homer. Don't care. Plan your mom.
As they would say, I am a homer as well.
Yeah. What are you watching? Watching Splitting Hairs podcast. You know what I'm saying? We're homers here.
Do something about it.
Yes. Outside of that, Hobo Day is next weekend. Everybody should be there. A lot of alumni coming to town. Will be exciting to see everybody that shows up. Hopefully Stack can make the short trip. Can't wait to see the boys get after it against the Penguins. Hopefully the parents are back on the pod next week to keep the boys in check. Outside of that, go big, go blue, go Jacks.
Go Jacks.